The firefighter wanted to smoke a cigarette before heading out, but it was already soaked and wouldn't light. He could only smell it once, then turned and walked into the sea of fire. His mission was to manually shut off the valve on tank number 1. Everyone knew it was a one-way mission. Flames surrounded the tank, but if the valve stayed open, the fuel would flow toward the burning tanks. Even worse, right next to it was the chemical storage area, filled with deadly toxic substances. If it exploded, the power would equal that of 20 atomic bombs. The entire city would be destroyed, so they had to succeed, even if it meant dying. He and his teammates searched the fire zone for nearly 1 hour, but the valve did not move at all. The alarms on their oxygen tanks kept going off. Things were getting more dangerous by the minute. He reported to command right away. After the commander pressed him, the person in charge finally told the truth. Closing one valve required 4,000 turns, not 400 as they had said before. The commander was furious. He shouted, demanding to know why they had been lied to. Then he ordered the team to cool down the tank with full force, to buy the man more time. After hearing the truth, the firefighter paused for a few seconds. Then he kept turning the valve. No one knew how long it took, but at last, 2 valves were shut off. However, the heat and smoke had drained their strength. Even breathing became almost impossible. Worse still, the fire was too fierce. No one could get inside to relieve them. To reach the other 2 valves, they forced themselves through the pipes and moved toward the opposite side. They climbed onto a steel frame to reach the final 2. Just then, one of the nearby tanks made a terrifying sound. A manhole cover flew into the air as leaked gas from the oil tank built up pressure. Methane from the sewers caught fire, and a huge explosion blew the cover sky high. The firefighters who were fighting the blaze had no time to escape. Luckily, the man and his teammate were not hit. They managed to close the 3rd valve. One more, and the fire would be under control. But his teammate could not go on. The man lied to him, saying the last valve was already shut, and told him to leave. Then he turned back, alone, into the flames. Fire was everywhere around the last valve, and the bridge made of iron had already collapsed. His teammate wanted to save him but could not get through. He had to watch helplessly as the man stood in the fire, still holding on. The man endured the heat and pain, using every ounce of strength he had left. At last, he shut off the final valve. 6 hours had passed. All 4 valves were closed. The man had completed his mission. But just then, a loud explosion burst out. A wave of fire swallowed him in an instant. He was not afraid to die. He had no regrets. The only thing he couldn't let go of was not being able to stay with his family ever again.